Okay. I've had some people tell me that the Nintendo 64 repair worked great, and to do a Sega Genesis one. So here is what could be the problem with your Sega Genesis and how to fix it. Um, Now, here is a Sega Genesis board, and there's a couple things, simple fixes that could help your Sega Genesis. Now, if you have where your controller ports don't work, check for cold solder on the bottom on the player one. Like 90% of the time that the controller port's not working is cold solder points. So check them out on both of them. And if usually one's broken, might as well resolder the other one because it could be weak. And make sure all your pins on the controller port are there. If you do both those and it's still not working, then maybe try a different controller. If you have no power, there's a couple of fixes for this. Check your power button, which is right there. Uh, that could be the problem sometimes, or on the back here, right there, where you plug in your power, on the bottom, right there, you can get cold solder points, which actually they break, and it won't turn on anymore. So check that. That's one of the huge problems with the Sega Genesis 2 is that cold solder point in the back there. I've had a lot come into my shop where they have cold solder points, and it's a quick fix. I mean, if that's the problem, then you should be playing some Sega Genesis in about 5 minutes or something. It's really easy. Now, if you have a no video problem, check right here, right underneath this port. Check right underneath it to the yet again, check for cold solder points. If your solder's fine, this can actually get damaged, and if that gets damaged, then there's really nothing you can do. You can find your video points and your audio points and modify it with AV cables and audio cables. And I'm gonna get one out and show you that real fast. So hold on. Okay, I had a Sega Genesis that had that problem right here with the AV port. So what I did is I modified it, and I actually put in AV jacks inside the Sega Genesis, and they work flawlessly. And it's a nice stereo, not mono sound. And I'll put up a video soon on how to do that, because I know some of you people might be kind of worried about opening up your system and drilling in it and soldering. So I'll put up a video on how to do that. If that still doesn't work, then more than likely your system could be blown, but that usually never happens. Now, last but not least is now you have your board here. Check the pins. If you turn it on and you can't get the game to read, get a credit card. Here. Get a credit card and put some sandpaper, like wrap the sandpaper around the credit card, and go in and out of the cartridge port slot. Just go in and out like that. Just go in and out and sand it. And that should fix it. If that doesn't work, make sure all those pins are lined up. Make sure they're all correctly, none of them are bent out of shape or anything. So hopefully this helped you guys, and if you have any weird problems with your Sega Genesis that I didn't go over in this video, then leave a comment, and I'll do another video on the Model 1 and the Model 3 soon. So hope to see you guys then.